Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator with me, Borden. Okay, so let's examine our situation before we get going. So we're probably going to have tentative evidence from that, unless we get very lucky. We have a couple of dread there, which could be an issue. And then we have some new stuff here that we got as well. So you are 12, so you need to go top level. Oh, let's remember we can move the stack. There we go. You are 4, right? So you go there. Then you are 8. So you can be used. And oh yeah, we have to study you as well. You're going to give us Aramaic, which is going to open a whole bunch of other things for us as well. Okay, so let's let things run on. Then we're going to start doing our promotions with people, I guess. If I can remember how to do it. I know it's either work or talk, but one or the other is the thing. Okay, so Cat, get us some erudition and an urgency of appetite. Well, my followers found one more way to align our work with the greater work of the hours. Okay, well, that's nice and all, but not necessarily what we're looking for. But still, we appreciate the effort. Let's pop the erudition down there. So yeah, this... Oh wait, no, not you. You. You're 8, and this is 14, so we get to 22, which means that we can basically promote anyone. Right, yeah, we got some tentative evidence. I'm certain that my adversary has lodged a copy of their notes elsewhere, with a solicitor, with a supervisor, or even with a contact in the press. This is troubling. Okay, so tentative evidence can go up there next to you. Right, so while that's happening, what have we got here? We got our health back. It's good. Always nice to see that happening. We should probably study this. No, my Aramaic skills are too limited to read this. Might be able to find a textbook or hire a tutor. Oh, okay, so Scholar Aramaic in there, and we can translate it, and then we're going to learn High Mandrake out of it, right? You're done, so let's click that. Right, now let's see how we do things here. Oh, you won't go in there, okay. So it's got to be there then, right? Let's talk about the cult. Yeah, let's start with you. That and that. There we go. Okay. Only a rare few, those most suited to service in our mysteries, may achieve this rank. Well, let's see if you can achieve it. Move things on. Yeah, because it makes a difference when you can get others up as well in their skill. Okay, pop you there. So dread wasn't an issue in the end, which is great. There's a contentment there as well. So that means that we can go back to work. Let's do that. Okay, and oh, interesting. It actually became a book. The August Stone. A tremendous bowl, big as a gong, carved from black basalt, bearing the incantation against demons in deep Mandrake. the underside bears the same incantations in Aramaic. Okay, Mandrake is the language of a Gnostic sect in the remotest part of Persia. Deep Mandaic remains a language of a sect within the sect, but once it was spoken by adepts. Okay, so we'll do that. I am the hammer and the anvil, I am the fire touch and the iron's blessing. I pledge myself to the final conflagration. Okay, so wait, he's still a disciple. Why? What happened? It does say here that he has potential, so I'm not sure why did that work. Well, let's try with someone else. I hope it's not the fact that we can only promote people who are of forge aspect. Hoping that's not true. Because the search for this thing was the main driver for all the places we've been going. Well, we'll keep trying until we're sure that we're not going to be able to do it. Okay, Scholar deep on deck. Got that. Now, you are in deep on deck. Look at that. Well, luckily for you, we just learned that. So, we are going to translate you. Okay, so what happened here? You didn't get promoted either. Okay. Let's try another person. And keep on trying. How about Cat here? Yeah, it would be sad if these are the only reshapers we're going to have here. I don't think there's a level above reshaper either. Right, we're about to finish that. We're about to finish that as well. Okay, well, let's start with you. Doesn't look like... Nope, nothing's happened there. Okay, so... let's have a chat with you. About... This will give her one forge. So we'll give that to her. Oh, hang on. It's not a tool, right? Ingredient. No. That's the wrong thing. Let's put pause for a second. Let's find a tool. We've got more view there as well. This is a tool, but we want to keep that. Are you a tool? You are a tool. Okay. Let's try this. Let's give this to her. So that will give her 1 forge. I wonder if that will then be enough to allow her. Power will pass from my hands to theirs. This will increase a follower's relevant aspect, but you can never reclaim the tool, nor give them a second tool. A gift will reduce resentment. Okay, so this stage is just experiment to see what happens. Right, and then I've prepared the text for study. Okay, good. Pop you in there. Alexander Probst, following the foundational work of Hosty Moore, recovered a copy of this work from a mountain temple in Persia. Other copies surface now and then, usually seared on rock. The book consists mostly of prayers to the unburnt god, the forge of days which consumes and transforms. It suggests the forge's power arises partly from its nature and partly from its tools. Okay, let's do that. So we've got some erudition there. It's kind of a nice to have, but we don't really need it at the minute. Pop you up there. Back to work. Okay, so she now has, she now has that forge, and that's honored. Yeah, I've honored this follower with a gift. Okay, good. Now, let's see what happens now if we try to promote her. Tend to exalt the disciple to a reshaper. Okay. The book describes an earlier house of the sun whose doors and ways were different. It praises the forge of days for opening the ways into the house and for transforming that which was to that which is, despite the screams of stone. Okay. Then we got, the right of the crucible soil, which I believe we already have. Let's sit you there, and then collect that. Then you go here. So we've got tons of spare forge lore now as well. Let's get that going. Right, so you're in deep Mandaic as well, so we can translate you. That's good. Let's get going with that. Okay, so we're about to find out. Still a disciple. Okay, let me check something. Let's see. Exalted is an aspect appearing on cultists, whether they are followers or not. On a follower, this is the third and last stage of advancements. Higher than believer and disciples. Unique exalted have their main aspect at magnitude 10 and lost the aspect potential during their promotion. Pawns cannot be promoted to as exalted. Talking to your cult about your follower along with lore, tools, or ingredients to the strength of the correct principle to level 21. The same main principle as your cult, yeah. So we can't exalt anyone else. Which is a bit sad because we did all this really for nothing then. Okay, well with that in mind then, we're probably going to start changing what we're going to do. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is start working towards an end for this one. Okay, so first of all we need to dream with you, and then it's going to be lantern lore. Not sure that we have enough lantern lore though. You are what? You're 6, so 6, 8, 10. Right? You're 10. And you're 14, so you should be there. 12 goes there. So I think we need to start combining lantern lore then, I think. Yeah. So do I really want to set this off now? I suppose I do. Let's do it. Okay, you're done. Start it again. Yeah, I kind of wish that we could have promoted some of these other people. Because now I'm just thinking, what to, like, I don't really have a plan for any of this stuff otherwise, other than what we're hoping to do there. Right, so that is now ready just to read. Husay engages in an apologia for the destruction of the hours. They were old, they were cowardly, they were vile, their time had passed, and this was the shining destiny of humankind to seize the house through glorious battle. Okay. Right, now. You have one dread, you're going to get the other dread as well, so... Oh, we need to go there, and then pay. There we go. Start that. A dancer enters from stage left, swathed in red bandages, tight as tendons. She peels one away, another. Okay. I've spoken the words. Each hour has its colour, but colour exists only where there is light. I will go where there is light, though it bleaches me to glass. Okay, and dedication, enlightenment. So we'll take that. Right, then let's dream you. Oh, no, it's not dream, right? It's next is work, I think. Yeah. It is work and then the stag door at 6 lantern. This must be a trick. One cannot remove garments so softly that the bones beneath the skin are visible. Bone pink as peach flesh, organs nestle like grapes. The lights dim, gutter, go out, and the stage's red star with them. All our lips are dry. Okay, so we're going to have to go back there. For now, we're going to get some opium. In times of special crisis, I might visit a discreet pharmacist to purchase a tincture of opium and make my dreams sweet, but only in times of special crisis. Okay, and that's certainly one of those times right now. Let's get that started. Oh, we shouldn't have done that because we were waiting for that. Okay, well, such is life. Let's pop you there and pop you up there. Then... no, we shouldn't go to you yet. That'll be too early. Is there something to be learned from the satisfaction of desire? In times there are, yeah. Here's our own contentment. Euthay recounts how the hour called 7 Coils was slain in battle by the colonel, how the Grail devoured the hour called Tide, and how the egg, unhatching, fled like a coward. He's a quite vituperative about the egg unhatching. He warns darkly against its return. So recitation of lost hours and Rite of the Beast Division, which you already have. Okay, let's collect those. You go up there. Run things on again. So a bit of a change of direction now. Okay, you're done. Let's get straight back out there. This is the glimmering as well, which we won't use, but it's, again, just nice to have these things. Right, that's really bad there. So what we need to do is we need to panic, because this could actually be the end. Oh, and that's going to give us fascination. That's not good. So now we need to risk ill health and get some opium instead. So what have we got here? In tonight's performance, Amethyst, a net-wielding hunter, pursues a veil-winged woman through a murmuring maze of leaf-clad dancers. Each movement is underwater slow. So contentment goes away. We've got already one of these to concern ourselves with. Probably going to get another one because it's been so soon after the last time that we got a tincture of that. We get some contentment there, which is good. Some fascination as well. the contentment will help. There's another contentment. The only problem now is probably only one of them will get used. And so work is done. So the stag door. Wait. Oh, hang on. It's this one. Then wait through the stag door. And then our lantern. Okay. This right is the key that will allow the watchman's gaze to enter me. I will be changed forever. Okay, well, we're ready to be changed forever. And if we're not, well, hey-ho, we should have been. Right, that needs erudition, so we're going to study some reason there. Right, yeah, lots happening at the moment. He's on the hunt. That tainted evidence just disappeared. Okay. That's at least some good news. Right. Affliction. Let's pay the treatment costs. Get you going. We got a glimmering there as well. Pop you there for now. We're going to go back here. Because I still feel that we need some more. The drinks, the songs, the lights, the arching walls, the smoke blue haze, the present sway of clothed and unclothed flesh. You see, he's on the hunt, but we've got nothing to draw his attention at the moment, at least. Oh, I missed what it said, but that's okay. Go back there again in a little while as well, because still that's going to get it down to 2. That will get it down to 1, but we still need another one after that. Okay, so we have our addition. We're then going to study these two together in order to combine them. Then here, the right is complete. The marks of the watchman are upon me. The first mark is what I have said, and the second is what I've done. If I inspect my body, I'll find the third. My hunger has been refined now. Okay, so Ascension Enlightenment is where we are now. Now let's see what happens next. Okay, okay, this is where we have to get the prisoners. Right. Right, gotcha. Okay, so we're going to be busy with that pretty soon. Now let's go back here. Oh, we're gonna get. Oh, that's not good. The performance has hardly begun when a moan of terror arises from the audience. Yeah, that's not what we were looking for. At least got our health back though. Let's pop you there. Then for you, I'm safe for now. My adversary has not enough evidence to bring a case against me, and I found no new clues. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Let's click that. Then, where's Dorothy? There you are. Let's have a chat, Dorothy. So I would like to talk to you about some cult business. See, the thing is, we went to this club, right? And normally it's kind of it's a nice club, you know, there are like-minded people there. You kind of see a performance, maybe you kind of have a good time there, drink something, mix about, make some new contacts or whatever, and that's pretty much it. But this time, things are just gone off the scale, and I need you to make sure that what happened there does not get out into the general populace. So if you could handle that, that would be great. Okay, now we're going to go back to you. Start that. So we're going to have to start. Yeah, we're going to have to start making some prisoners. So there's the notoriety. You're going to go there. You're just about going to be in time to be taken by that, so that's okay. Let's have a look at something for a second. Okay, so okay. So I'm not sure whether we talk to someone about our headquarters or we talk about a headquarters to someone. But it's one or the other, I'm pretty sure, to make a prisoner. So it's either put that in first and then the person you want to prison, or talk to the prisoner about that and then you imprison them. So we'll see. This is a puzzle with missing pieces because we need some erudition. No? Okay, so it would look for a prisoner now, which you don't have. So that's what it's looking for now, is the prisoner. Let's get those and do that. So that exhausts one of our reasons as well, because you couldn't provide the erudition. That notoriety is gone, which is great. You are looking for some contentment, so we should try to provide that now, which means going back here. The drinks, the songs, the lights, the arching walls, the smoke blue haze, the present sway of clothed and unclothed flesh. Okay, looks like you're going to give us our contentment. What do you need? A library or rarefied mind skill. Well, there you go, rarefied mind skill. Okay, to get out of our way. Luckily we got lots of reason to deal with this. The light of the mantis dims in me. I'm less than I was. I need conversation. I must have those particular conversations. So right now you can see it is 3. Yeah, it's 3, right? Yeah, the mark of light is strength 3, and it'll stay there until we start leveling it up with prisoners and with erudition. So once we have what we need to get going with that, which is basically going to be prisoners and tons of erudition, we will start seriously upgrading it. So we need to get up to 6, which means that to ascend, we need 3 prisoners and 6 erudition. Which we'll definitely try to provide. So we have to remember as well that prisoners will take a certain amount of time to generate, but also once they're imprisoned, it's going to take time to actually put them, like, they're going to be able to escape or wherever, or something will happen. You can't just keep someone prisoner indefinitely. Which then, for you, then we need erudition again. So let's study that. Let's start that off there. Okay, good. Yeah, so 3 prisoners and 6 erudition. But each time it's basically 1 prisoner, 2 erudition to get it up there. But then we do need... Where are we going to get 36 lantern from? So 36 lantern would be, well, 14, right, if we can get one to here. Right now we can potentially get one to here, which is 12. Let's say we can get one to 14. That's some way by maybe combine those, then combine, then that gets us there. And then that could then, oops, that could then be subverted by what's here, and then get, okay, so we can get to 14. So 14 out of that for lantern. Then you're 12 lanterns, so that will get us to 26. Then we need 10. So if it was just 1 person exalted, then that would be fine because, or no, sorry, that would be fine if we were a lantern cult. But if it's only 1 person, these guys are only 5. Or maybe we can use the temporary thing in it as well. So one of the temporary ones, get a high level of one of them and bring us up, so we have, say, 14 and 12. Then we could get a temporary one that's 10 and not use a person. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to look into that a bit more. But for now, let's run things on. So he found nothing. Okay, collect those. Right, so erudition can go there, and then we start these 2 off. So we need to be sure that we can get the 36 lantern before we start capturing prisoners, because otherwise we're going to be doing, like, that's going to be wasted. Oops, shouldn't have moved you. Just put you there. Luckily there's nothing for you to find this time. You were a bit scary for us last time, but now you're fine. Okay, so what ritual would it actually be is what I'm wondering. Okay, so you're hopefully looking for, yeah, erudition. Slot that. Run you on. Right, so what would it be? I'm not sure, really. See, let's try and find one. Okay. Could be the Rite of the Crucible Soul. Looks like that might be the one. Yeah, I think it's the Rite of the Crucible Soul. She'll have to... So it's you. So you have to see what you, I think it's work, right, that you're going to, and not, let's see. Yeah, you're going to, so let's have a quick look at that before we end and see what our options are in terms of slots. Because then we're going to be able to kind of hopefully work out whether we're going to be able to do it or not. So that would have to be at 6th aspect and not 3rd. So obviously that's not going to be able to go in, but there may be other things. Rarefied mind skill again. Slot you. Okay, so let's collect that. And Rite of the Crucible Soul. So we have Invocation. So that would be the lore. So we get the lore to 14, so that's 14. Then we'd have instrument. Hang on. Okay, you do not have a lantern. Okay. So that which would be 14 lantern. Then the victim. It could be one of you guys, but that would only be 5 lantern. Okay. So, okay, how do we get 14 then 0 plus instrument? So, hang on, let's do that again. Hang on, you're not even permitted as an instrument. 4. Oh, this is not good. Do that there. And desire will be you, right? Yeah, that would have to be you when you're at 6th, right? So how do we get it up to 36? I'm really not sure. So I'm going to have to look into how to son. If anybody knows, though, whether figured out by the time, I probably won't figure it out by the time that I record this next. So if you maybe post and then at some point I'll be able to actually act on it. Because at the moment I'm just kind of thinking what I'm going to do until I can actually enact this stuff. So next time is probably going to be trying to get this lantern up to 14. And then we need to figure out how do we get 22 more lantern. I'm not even sure we can. Because even if we sacrifice one of our lantern people, that's another 5. So that's us up then to 19. And then we need 17 more lantern. Because otherwise, if we were a lantern cult, it would be 14, then we could use one of the people, which would bring us up to 24, because they would be 10. We could then potentially we could give one of those people no, we can't give them that, but if we could give them something like that, that would be an extra 3, which brings us up to 27. Then we would need 9 more from something. I don't know how we would get that, but hopefully someone can help me out with that, or give me hints at least on what to do. But for now, that is the end of this one. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope the new year is treating you well. Keep safe out there, and see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.